10 years from now, our children, in terms of quality and quantity, would catch up with the rest of the world.
Hello and welcome to Up Close and Personal Season 2 at InvokED Studio, where we dive deep into the heart of leadership, education equity and collective action. I'm your host Pavitra, and today here we have Dr. Akash S, IAS. If I could briefly introduce you to our viewers, Dr. Akash S is an IAS officer currently serving as the Additional Commissioner of School Education in the Kalaburgi Division, Karnataka. A former medical doctor turned civil servant, he is known for driving innovative programs focused on foundational literacy among many others. It's a delight to have you on the show here today.
Thank you.
I would like to ask you have been working in the education sector for so long, even as an IAS officer who generally looks at different sectors. Why education? What motivates you or inspires you for contributing to the education sector here?
Okay, so the first question, why education, is not purely out of choice. I've been posted to this department
Right.
In the current designation that I hold. But apart from that, even as my personal interest, education is something which I am keen on from before. And the reason being that whatever that we envision for future is foundationally set at the level of schools or at that age group.
Right.
So I believe education is indeed really, really important.
Right. That's really a good perspective. And you have started many initiatives and innovative programs towards education and reading in particular. You started campaigns on India Gets Reading. What motivated you for this?
These campaigns basically is again to ensure that whatever programs and schemes that we are running as part of our routine education service that we are giving from the government side gets going, gets space from the community participation as such, or from other stakeholders also. The campaigns basically inform the people about things that are going on in the sector.
Right.
So campaigns may have a specific agenda to it, but it also triggers a sort of say interest and informs people about a lot of things that are going around them, specifically when it comes to schools, and their own kids would be studying in these schools. So that is why such campaigns are important. I would say I'm not part directly of many such campaigns, but I definitely support a lot of such initiatives and programs that are going on in the field.
Right. Could you share one experience that you've had, maybe from field or through one of your field visits that's going on the ground?
So one initiative in the last 2 years that we as the Department of School Education have taken up is say webcasting of the board exams. So webcasting of the board exams was a technological intervention into the examination process. The intention was to instill more credibility in the exam process. Otherwise, the usual common understanding was in certain parts of this country as well as in certain parts of this state, they allow for easy copying. So what's the point in all these marks and everything? So before the exams completely lose its credibility, we have that responsibility to instill some credibility into the exams. So we brought in the webcasting process wherein a monitoring center is set up. So there is a seamless, less of human interface, wherein monitoring teams will be monitoring students, and if any malpractice are going on in the field, they'd alert the concerned examination center chiefs. So we did have to get a lot of support from parents, from teachers. Of course, we need to sensitize we were supposed to sensitize the children as well. So with all those, crossing all those challenges, we somehow managed to do it. And the result was that, the consequence of that was the results fell down drastically, which actually reflects the system as it is.
Right.
From there onwards, we can build on the gaps that exists.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if we don't know where the gaps are, we would never be able to intervene in the right manner.
Right. And did this result change affect any of your data or something that you would have to present to, say, your higher ups?
Of course, yes. So the 10th board exams results, when it was out last year, it's there out in the open now, because the examination board itself declared it, that we had a fall in the results from 83% to 53% in the state. And after giving some due credits to the students, the percentage was increased to 73. This also ensured that there is more sustainability in the program. There was a lot of acceptance also. Now a lot of teachers, parents do come forward and say that was a really good thing that you did, because now the true marks will reflect in the marks card. We didn't have any there's no meaning otherwise for exams as such. So it was a good, satisfying intervention that we did. God's grace, it was successful, and I'm very happy that it is sustaining also.
Very nice. It's really nice to know that. I think how even the degrees in the result would show this positive impact towards the program is nice to see. Building on that, there might be different interventions that we initiate from the district level or the state level. How do we ensure that it reaches till the school level efficiently?
That is an interesting question. Also, that is one question we are figuring out an answer for.
Yeah.
We do have an answer in the name of a system that we have put in place. We have functions clearly assigned, we have functionaries, we have funds also for the same. But in terms of how effective all these reach the students in terms of what they learn and the learning outcomes is something which we are working on continuously. It's not a one day's say one stock solution that we can have. We're working on it, and we are figuring out, we're thinking of transformative steps. As I mentioned in the earlier talk as well, the steps that we need to take should always be transformative. The progress can be incremental. It can't be that I'll take a small step and let us see how it comes out as. When we are well-meaning, well-intentioned, and we know what has worked, what has not in the other, say, places also. We need to be bold enough to take such steps. Just for instance, this step of say monitoring board exams, webcasting. So this is done at the district level.
Right.
So the cameras and the internet streaming happens from the school level. Monitoring also happens at the division and the state level.
Yeah.
So we had to take everyone into confidence before doing it.
Right.
This was the first time such an intervention was made in any board exams as such. After we did it in the 10th board exams, the Karnataka Examination Authority took it up for its own exams, entrance exams. The KPSC took it up for its exams. CBSE at the center took it up for its exams. Now more than 44,000 centers are covered with webcasting across the country. And I'm happy to say that Karnataka took the first step. It was a bold step, not so easy given the logistical challenge, given the kind of all other challenges that was posed, but still such transformative steps are on its way, is what I can say.
Right.
And let's see, maybe in the coming days, in such interviews, maybe I or people who replace me would be able to tell more about it.
Right. That's really an inspirational move that it took. And it's always a debate, right? When we collect more data, we always question about whether the impact is seen on that range in the ground as well. It's a nice thing that it scaled up so massively across the nation.
Yes.
If we could tap on scaling per se, what is your idea on scaling, and how do we ensure the quality of the interventions that we do also can be replicated at scale?
Okay, so when it comes to scaling, as I said, we have functions clearly laid out, functionaries and funds as well. But we need to have some faith in the system also.
Right.
In the sense that, I'll give an example. So there was a well-meaning initiative in the name of Right to Play, which one of the knowledge partners took up in our division, in my district where I work. So wherein in one block they chose some 242 schools. They gave sports kits for all these schools. So they gave some sports trainers also for all these schools. So this caters to 8,000 plus children.
Right.
And it was done by a foundation called Road to Learn, Road to School, if I'm not wrong. So when I asked this foundation as to why don't you scale this up to the district and cover all the schools, they said, sir, our funders only said yes to this. I said, I'm not in a hurry. Don't do it now. Maybe do it in the next academic year. Why don't you try convincing your funders? Because this is a well-intentioned, well-meaning program, and it is catering to a lot of children, and it is definitely positive. There can absolutely be no leakage at the school level because none of us are interfering in that. The knowledge partners of working in the field are in touch with our schools. They're just handing over the kits, they're just handing over the trainers. So there's less of human interface. There needs to be more faith in the program, and not just the, say, private companies as funders, as donors, even the government as such from our end. When we take up new programs, apart from the functionaries and the funds, faith also needs to be there, at least to kickstart the process.
Right. And you mentioned how even government intervention also would play a huge role in this. So what are your thoughts on collective action, as that's also the dialogue of these things?
Yes, of course. So anyone who claims monopoly over anything is a fool in today's world. So when the government claims its monopoly over government schools and the children who are attending government schools, we'd be fools.
Yeah.
So because our responsibility, our collective responsibility is to ensure that opportunities is created equally for all. So when there are children, say in Bangalore, getting access to computers, getting access to say Windows, Excel sheets, etc. at the high school, college levels, at the same time, the ones who claim monopoly over these students who attend government schools do not provide an opportunity wherein they can compete with the students of Bangalore. We are doing a disservice.
Yeah.
So in that sense, in that regard, what is required to ensure that the equal opportunities are created is important.
Yeah.
And that can definitely come through collaboration. So that is how when we started the NSQF information technology classes for in 300 plus schools, we asked a lot of partners to come in, maybe train our teachers. Our teachers may not be that equipped to teach the curriculum for computer science to a high school student.
Yeah.
And now we are making it mandatory in the sense that it will be a subject.
Right.
So it is no more a PT period equivalent. Computer lab hai, we'll just go there, see some YouTube videos maybe and come out. So that's not the case now. They'll have to learn, and of course they're learning happily.
Yeah.
So this is much better than them sitting in 40-minute, 50-minute classes and then listen to lectures which they would at times consider boring. So in that regard, a lot of partners came in, they trained our teachers. Some of the partners gave us programmers, some of the partners gave us computer trainers. So ILP for that matter, India Literacy Project. So they are our knowledge partners at the state level for this program called TALP also.
Right.
TALP is Technology Assisted Learning Program, wherein we have set up computer labs in all the high schools across the state.
Right.
But sadly, most of the labs and computer desktop systems have attracted more dust than students, that I said there also.
Yeah.
So in order to breach that gap, we need to do something of this sort. I would call this transformative, because I would say the total number of high schools providing NSQF IT as it stands today, Karnataka is the front runner. Just 1 year of intervention in the country, we are the only state who provide information technology as a subject in high schools, in more than 300 high schools in this country. So this is a transformative step. We did get a lot of support in the name of collaboration, and we'll continue to do so. We don't hold monopoly.
Right. That's really, I really like the way you put it out, and I think I take a lot of inspiration from that as well.
Thank you.
If we could go back to your school days, what is one of the favorite memories that you have from your school days?
School days, I should say my high school, wherein I started learning football. So that was really good. I'm thankful to my parents that they put me in one such school, which had a good football ground. So I started my high school in, say, 2002, and even now I am glued to football. So thanks to that exposure that I had, and I wish all the kids in this country get exposed to quality extracurricular activities also, apart from the school textbooks and classrooms that they're exposed to.
Definitely. And is there something from the current education system that you miss? I mean, that you wish was there in your days?
In my days, this, of course, the NSQF was a program that started in 2013 when I just passed out of my medical school. So during my school days, if it were to be there, probably I would have been more confident working with Excel sheets now as compared to what would have been otherwise.
Right.
So I would say because the world was going in a progressing faster. So technology will not wait for us. So we need to catch up. And back in those days, we could have had a system wherein we could all have caught up. But still, that's fine. At least we didn't have this present school-going generation has it, and I'm pretty hopeful that they'll be making good use of it.
Yeah, I could totally resonate to that as well.
Yes.
As you can see, there are some jars over here. We are shifting gears over here.
Okay.
So you can choose any one jar. It's of different topics, and you can pick up a chit and answer that question for our viewers.
This is interesting. I can open it. This is movement that changed the world, is it?
Shaped the world, yeah.
Shaped the world. What's one unusual skill or talent you have that most people don't know about? Okay, so unusual, I don't know how I can figure out that, but most people do not know that I sketch.
Oh.
So I can sketch any person if I'm given some time, just by seeing. So my pastime is sketching. I've put out some of those sketches on social media as well, mostly portraits that I do, and I really enjoyed doing it. Yeah.
That's really nice. That's very interesting. Are you comfortable sharing your social media handle for us to check out?
Of course, my Instagram handle is scribbled work. It's called scribbled work because sketching is what I do. Scribbled work or Akash Shankar. If someone searches for my name, they'll get it.
That's really nice. I'm sure our viewers will definitely check them out.
They may follow. Yes.
By this, we come to the end of this episode, and I have one last question for you. What is your hope for the future of the country in education?
Okay. So, 10 years from now, I really hope that our children in terms of both quality and um, quantity, of course, would catch up with the rest of the world, and would come out, say, positive, confident, more confident than they are right now, more confident than the previous generation was, and lead this world in a lot of ways possible. That is one hope that I have.
That's really thoughtful, and I again resonate with that. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, stories, and experiences with us. With this, we come to the end of this episode.
Thanks, Pavitra. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for our audience also for tuning in. Stay connected, keep the dialogue going, and see you in the next episode.